All right, it's a beautiful morning out here today, so I figured I'd come beachcombing. We had a little bit of winds last night, nothing too crazy. Cottonwood bark. I just came down quickly to see if there was any new wood washed up. Looks like there may be a little bit, but not too much. Let's give you the bigger view here. So I just basically came down because I'm going to go chainsaw carving today. I need to carve like a mushroom man for the guy that did doing the renos, the foreman. So I haven't left my house in 4 days, so I thought today would be a good day to leave the house. How could you not? I don't even know what I'm looking for, but I thought this would be a good warm-up for chainsaw carving. And if I see something I like, I'll take it. That's a nice log to come down here and do a carving. I'm going to come down here in the springtime and do a carving on a log. Hello, hello. One thing I sure realize, when you get older, time sure goes by a lot faster. Like right now it's 9 in the morning. Tonight I'll be watching TV. I'll be like, man, it seems like I just started my day. Like it feels like, where did your day go? Where did the day go? So you gotta enjoy it the best you can, I guess. Here's a little knot. Too small. Yeah, so when I go probably in a couple weeks, a month, gotta go get some more bark. I'm gonna, because there's tons of pine trees up there, and Kevin over there at Sticks and Stones made a video how to find the bark, the pine knots. You gotta find like a dead pine tree that's been rotting there for a while. Here's a nice piece of carvable piece of bark. Even if you get bark like that, very carvable, nice and clean, no bug holes. Man, I'm not gonna lie, that burl that I carved, well, I can't really stand it. That yellow cedar burl. Then I spent like 4 hours carving that bird's eye burl. Bird's eye burl. I don't know what kind of wood it is. Might be maple or something. But bird's eye burl yesterday that I found on Vancouver Island. I filmed for it. I edited the video, I uploaded it to YouTube, but then I deleted everything. First time ever, I deleted it all because there's just so many little pieces to it. It's gonna have like 50 little faces all over it, and the color of the wood, you can't really see what's going on. So I will show it to you guys. Maybe when I get it more carved and more refined, but it's just I totally went a little bit crazy with the fantasy stuff on it. And there's no like real solid pieces to carve. They're all like little chumps. And when you get that bird's eye, you get bark divots, and it's a real challenge to carve something like that. And like I say in lots of my videos, it doesn't need to make sense, but that one is just kind of, maybe I'll show a picture of it here right now. There's little turtle heads, little eagle heads. Nothing's refined. I'm thinking I want to leave it basically all open grain. But yeah, so you can see there, like I show the picture, it's hard to, like, what can I possibly give as a tip? You know, to try and help the new carvers when I'm carving something like that. It's just, I don't know, just, the video really didn't make sense to me, so I said I'll delete it. I'll figure something else to carve on it, and I'll make another video. Looks like the ferry just got off. There it is, live life. I want to come and carve on this big log. I don't think I'm going to find anything today, because I'm not really looking. But you don't know if you don't look. So I'm going to carve a mushroom man. Chainsaw carving, like I said. I won't film that either. I'll just I'll show it when it's done. How long has this been? 7 minutes? Yeah, this isn't going to be the longest beachcombing video ever. And like I say on my other beachcombing videos, when you go to your forest or your creek or your lake or something to find a piece of wood, it's always good to have an idea what you're looking for. So it's all cracked, but that's a pretty neat piece. Because if you know what you're looking for, then when you see it, boom, there it is. Just like that. Actually, that burl that I was carving yesterday, I got a brand new Kutzall like Flame Extreme on there, and the burl's so hard that the Flame Extreme burns the wood. Like it will leave like varnish marks, varnish or something the word is. Burnish. Anyways, we're almost at the end of the road here. Nice old cedar log I'm standing on. Lots of you guys around the world probably just shaking at your head saying, look at all the wood on this beach. That's what happens when you live basically in a rainforest, which BC is, where I live, British Columbia, Canada. It's a weird piece, some kind of root piece. I think it's Douglas fir. So anyways, I just came down here to wake up a bit, get some fresh air. Here's a root piece. Too cracked, too many cracks on it. Looked like there hasn't been, because when you got windy storms coming in, I check the tides, but you gotta hope that it's high tide when the storm's in, because that's when it will push all the wood against the rocks and stuff, right? Because if it's windy and the tide's way out there, hey, there's a seal. When the tide's way out there, it's not gonna push the wood in or pull it out, right? But I guess once it comes in, if it pulls some new wood in from a different area, I guess it will slowly pull it in. But anyways, I think mostly we get the new driftwood when it's hot king tides. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, I gotta go see if my new glasses are in today. I don't like these glasses. They got the tint when it's sunny out. You can see they're like sunglasses now, but they're too big for my face. Anyways, I'm not saying I got a skinny face, but these glasses are like just too big. And the back of the arms they're not long enough. They don't wrap around my ears, so they kind of slide down. And yes, I know you can take them to the glass guy and he'll fix them for you, but he tried and he said the arms are just too short. That's because I have a big head. Oh, I'm supposed to get that white piece of foam there. Where's that other piece? It was in a black pipe. I'm supposed to get this piece of foam for my buddy Tim and Massey, because we're building a little dock on that Vancouver Island, little boat dock thing. I showed this picture to him, but I don't know. I don't feel like grabbing it today. Where's that other one gone? Maybe somebody took it already. There was that white foam inside of a PVC pipe. I hate walking down these rocks. But these hiking boots sure help. Just gotta be careful and watch every step. This big old log. Anyways, I don't think I'm going to get anything today. Just nice to be out here. Okay, I'm going to seriously look and I'll show you if I find anything. One thing I forgot to tell you guys, I don't know if you, I guess I don't need to tell you, but I don't know if you guys will believe this or not. In the summertime, end of the summer, I donated a couple chainsaw carvings to, I guess it's a non-profit society for Delta. I live in the district of Delta. The lady came and got it. Well, she messaged me, I believe it was yesterday. I donated a silly little fluff owl chainsaw carving out of first growth red cedar, and that pimple root head wood spirit that I did. The wood spirit on the auction made, I think it was $375. You guys take a guess right now how much the owl made. And I'm telling you right now, it was a silly fat little fluff owl. I don't know if I have a picture of it or not, but take a guess how much it made. Here's I think I had this in my hand last time I was here. Here's kind of a knot. The silly fat fluff owl made $9,000. She said it was basically the highlighted piece of the show. $9,000. I'm not going to say how much I would have sold that carving for, because the buddy that bought it might even be watching this video. Like, not 9,000, didn't sell for $9,000 because it was such an amazing art piece and stuff like that. It raised $9,000 because he's giving to the charity, right? That's what most people do. You know, they pay way more money than something's worth just to be able to give to the charity for the society, right? $9 grand. I'm like, boy, oh boy, maybe I should have I say I need to have some kind of charity fundraiser thing for, I don't know, but that's super cool. So everybody, like, the more art you do, and the slowly better as you get, and I'm not even that good. It's good to chip to find charities to donate your stuff to. Because number one, it gets your name out there. And number two, it shows that you have a heart and you want to give back, right? I give lots of stuff to charities. I still gotta give a bunch of carvings to my buddy Tim for his chainsaw carvings, for his fundraiser thing he's got going to send his stepdaughter to Asia for the school. I gotta donate a bunch of carvings for the dry grad this year. They don't want to, like, they're not keeping them, they just want to have a bunch of my carvings at their dry grad for the kids. So because I think the theme is like no place like home, so the spirit trails. And that's another thing you guys can do too, like the spirit trails. I don't know if you guys know, but I put a bunch of carvings when I first started chainsaw carving in these trails of Ladner. The spirit trails is really basically what it took for me to be recognized as a wood carver or an artist or whatever. And they're my very beginning wood carving, chainsaw carvings. I didn't do it to get recognized. Actually, still to this day, I don't even want to be recognized for it. But things happen in weird ways, don't they? And that's probably another reason why Buddy wanted to pay that big money for that owl. Because he's a local fella and he wants to meet me too. So there's a nice piece of cedar root head. Look at this, the rocks are still stuck in there. So be careful when you're carving roots, because you get the rocks stuck in them. They can hide deep in there too, right? Look at these ones here. But anyways, I'm back at my car, so I think I'm gonna hike up and go to my carving tent. I'll show you guys what's going on there. It's a friggin' mess. Lots of stuff to finish up. Dead body. That's dirty old sheet. Okay, so I'll see you at the carving tent. Alrighty, so here we are once again. Here we are once again. Let me open up my back of my 4Runner car, minivan. There's those big logs I gotta carve this summer. What I'm gonna carve today, as I said, the mushroom man. Just a mushroom with a wood spirit on it or something. I'm gonna use this piece here. Oh boy. I still need to finish this one. This owl. I still need to finish this big owl. I still need to finish that green man back there. And then I think pretty well I'm all caught up. But yeah, what a mess. Let's see, remember I was trying to get this one to crack? There's not even any cracks in there yet. Where I slid it on the back. Yeah, everything's a mess. Just a big mess. Alright, so let's get to it. I just got my 034 saw out of the shop again to get the bar mount fixed, the bar stud fixed again, because I always strip the bar studs. This is the third time. If the bar stud comes out here again, well, I'm gonna have to retire this saw and get myself a new saw, same kind of size. This is my favorite saw at all my saws. So I'll get that new bar on there. Got some new shaping discs from Kutzall. These are great to have, but they're very dangerous. You got to be very careful when you're using these on the grinder. And yeah, so I'll get the bar on this saw. Okay, might as well keep rolling. You can see this bar here. I've had it for a good while, so it's got some wear on the tip. And you can see by that blackening there, I've also heated it up a bit too much. But it's okay. Clean your bars before you put them back on. Like clean the inside out, the channel. And also file your, if you get like little burs on the edge of the bar, get a file and file those down, which I'm going to get a file right now. I forgot to do that. I don't know, some people will say, don't file it this way, don't file it that way. I just file it off and I get the shit off. Then you kind of file around here. And just feel it till it's smooth, right? I just get shit done. So that's good. You can go this way, or you can go this way, whatever you want to do. Good enough for me. I've done this a lot. I put my chain on backwards. Make sure your chain's on. This is a pretty new chain, but I've hit some rocks with it, so it's pretty typhoon. So I'll get that chain on there. I don't know, you guys can't see them at the end here, but this saw is a little bit of a come on, there's some dirt in there I gotta get out of there. Stand by. Okay, so I pull it tight. Actually, you know what? What's going on here? I'll get this on and I'll tighten it up and stuff like that. I can't do it on film, too nervous. Okay, so you see I got the bar and the chain on, it's super loose. But now I just put this on. Get these snugged up. I think last time they did this the stud replacement. These are two brand new studs. They changed them both. I think they used my old stud, and this screw was not. The nut was not tapping on there, like screwing on very good. So now. See the chain's so loose. This is just how I do it, right? I got a flathead screwdriver. Come on, where's a flathead screwdriver? With these older saws, well, lots of the saws, your screws on the inside to tighten up the chain. That's good, okay? Now I see the bar wobbles up and down. Now I'm going to hold it up and tighten these up. My problem is I over tighten these. So I do have a wrench here, like a pressure thing, so it says how much pressure I'm putting on it to not over pressure it, because I always think that they're gonna come loose, but I just snug them up pretty good. Probably already a little bit too hard. That's the one that just got replaced. So there we go. We're ready to carve. I'll put some new oil in it, new gas, and get ready to go. Okay, so here's the log I'm going to carve as a mushroom. I'm not going to show you me carving it, but I'll just say this one tip. Sorry, I thought I was filming, but I wasn't. So since this has been weathered a bit sitting outside, I look at the end grain of the log and I can see a crack. See that crack there? So that crack's going to extend here, and this crack's going to extend out that way. So now I look at the piece and I say, okay, well, what side do I want to do a carve? I would like to do the carving right here on this side, but that crack is guaranteed going to extend out here, so I can't do it there. So what about this side? After I cut the mushroom and stuff, that side doesn't look very good. It's going to have to be this side. I might have to carve through some knots to carve the face. So I'm just going to put a mark right here. So I know that's where, once I get this cut off, you might not see that crack anymore. That's where I know I'm going to carve the face. Okay? So I'm going to lay this log down. And now I got to cut the bottom square and the top square, because Buddy wants to put a plant on top of the mushroom, so the mushroom's going to have kind of a square top. Okay, well I might as well show you guys this. I got this Ease Do chainsaw sharpener off Amazon. I got this one because it has the 3 different pitches, 35, 30, or 25 to sharpen it at. So you just follow those pitches when you sharpen. I'm not going to show, but this is how I sharpen my chainsaws. I don't use a file. I'm too lazy. So, and the file's the best way to do it, right? So you just hold this. I'll just show you guys quickly here. And also this one came with 4 different diamond bits. So I suggest if you're gonna use the Dremel or whatever, because Dremel sells attachments to sharpen your chainsaws, but they only got the 35 degrees there. They don't have the 30. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, when you use this, the diamond, Just Carve Rob introduced me to the diamond bits. They're a lot better than the stone bits. Just don't run your Dremel so fast or you'll wear these out. Or you could put some oil on your bar. The stone bits just kind of, they lose their shape, and then you're not sharpening your chain true, right? Because they're getting thinner as you go. Like thinner this way, not wider, thinner. Anyways. Okay, so I don't know how well you guys can see here, but I got my chain set up, ready to go. You should tighten it, but I tighten it so you don't have any problems, but I don't tighten it. I got a white marker. This is where I mark the tops of the cutters where I'm going to start, right? So you know where you're going to start. Then when you come up to the end, you know that's time to switch over to the other side. Now let's fire this sucker up. I don't run this at full speed. Okay, well that's not good. Oh, I turned it off. I run it at about half speed. Okay? So now what you do, put my fucking chain on backwards. I'll tell you guys one thing right now. Don't be a Geordie. Don't be a Geordie. Biggest hypocrite in the world. Okay, so since we got that problem fixed, turn this up to half the speed, not too fast. Find the pitch that you want to use, right? So mine will be right here. That's 30 degrees. I'm showing this line on here straight with the bar. And I just kind of do like 2 or 3. I see how bad the tooth is. I touch it, sharp. And you try and get the top edge too. Just keep an eye on that line with the bar, right? So 30 degrees this way. You want all your cutters to be in the same direction. Oh, that's sharp, all right. Okay, so I think this works pretty good. I can see the line easily there, right here. Don't run it at full speed. I run it at 3. That's how you really save the diamond bits, right? Just don't run it too fast. You can see I've sharpened the whole chain and it was pretty dull. How much diamonds are still on this bit. The paint hasn't come off yet. And they are good diamond bits. There's different grades, right? So another thing I want to show you quickly is the rakers for the very beginners. Like, it took me a while when I first started chainsaw carving to figure this out. Let's do here. Come on, zoom in. Let's get some better lighting here. Okay, so here's our cutter. Oh no. Anyways, here's our cutter, right? What you have before the cutter, see that raker right here, right? Your raker needs to be lower than your cutter. You get different things at the really steel shop or husky shop where you put it on top here and then you can just grind your rakers down. Don't take your rakers down too low, okay? But your rakers always need to, because if you take it down too low, your saw's going to jump and it can be a lot more dangerous. It's just better to get those raker things that you get at the steel shop, like I said. I just use a grinder to take mine down. But for the very beginners, if you think your saw is super sharp and you don't know why it's not cutting, could mean that you need to take your rakers lower. All right, I like my rake. You can see mine are pretty low. I like mine lower. Cuts aggressive, but once again, for the very beginner, use the depth gauge. That's what they're called, depth gauges at your steel shop, and they're like $5 or something to get. They're a piece of steel that go over here on both sides, like slot on. Then they have a slot, and your raker will stick, and the steel gauge will rest on your cutters. Then you just file away your rakers. So keep an eye on your rakers, everybody. Like I said, please don't do them too low, because then you're getting into danger if you don't have much experience with a chainsaw. Okay, so now I'm going to cut up this log. Okay, so when I'm doing the mushrooms, I always do the bottoms first because it's just easier than it's easier to do your bottom first. I don't know, that's just the way I do it anyways. And these are really good for the beginning chainsaw carvers to do. It lets you learn the cuts, lets you learn your saw better. And you can see the whitewood on this is not very good, so I cut most of it off. I also want to say that Peter Blair for the chip-in giveaway, I don't know if I said it on a video or not yet, but Peter Blair's chipping in a sanding mandrel or two, and Just Carve Rob is chipping in a Bigfoot face that he carved to help good old Heavy Hands get his micromotor for the chip-in giveaway. So that's going pretty good. We're almost there, everybody. So thank you, everybody that has chipped in. I muchly appreciate it. And here it comes. You don't want your mushrooms to look like dickhead men. So there goes the top of the mushroom. I don't know, maybe you do want dink looking mushrooms. I know I don't. And I know the dude that I'm carving this for probably won't want a dink looking mushroom. So that's why I cut the top of the head off and it's flat there for a plant to sit on. So thanks for chipping in, Peter, and thanks Just Carve Rob, and it's going to be a super fun giveaway. And yeah, super wide grain, you can see it there. This cedar is the top of the cedar that I got, those big logs that I got like a month ago. I got 4 big logs there. You see them in the beginning of this video, but it's super soft and it does not hold the best detail. So I'm going to have to think of something to carve that doesn't hold a lot of detail. You'll see I'm using my Dremel here and I'm trying to do good eyes, but it's just so soft. The kind of eyes just flatten out and you don't get the best detail. I'm going to start using chisels down maybe when I do my wood spirits eyes and stuff like that. It's too bad I sold those good ones that I had to Mr. Larry Dibbs. There's burn, quicksand, color done. But he's going to paint it himself. He's somewhat of an artist, the guy, he says. So that's it. Yeah, the guy that I'm giving this piece to is an artist. He said he wants to paint the mushroom cap himself. So that's it for this one. Garden Fusion, leaving the tent shed. See you later. I stopped by the Fraser River just to take a look, just kind of enjoy the day. Hello. So right here is where we got those big cedar logs from. Like it was like 14 foot tall, and my buddy had excavators there, and it was like 5 feet wide. This is where we pulled it off from. But buddy messaged me just when I got home today, and because he has a tree falling company, and he's dropping a big, huge cedar tree tomorrow, and asked me if I wanted half the cedar log. And it's right by an alley. I see it in the picture. You guys will see the picture here in a second. There it is. So I'm getting that tomorrow. Western red cedar. And here it comes. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Cottonwood bark. Carbon fusion over and out.